here are some big problems that people have to deal with on their own. First, there's procrastination. Procrastination is really dangerous because when we delay doing something, it doesn't seem important right then. If we let a few things go at the end of the day, it doesn't feel like a big deal. But if we keep doing this, it can make our whole year and life a mess. If we can't deal with our habit of putting things off, we'll end up going in the wrong direction. By the time you finish this program, you'll have stopped procrastinating if it's still bothering you. You'll see that it's just not worth it anymore. Plus, you'll be too excited about where you're headed to delay doing the things that will get you there. The second big problem we create for ourselves is blame. We all sometimes blame others when things go wrong. This habit of blaming goes way back. Even when there were only two people on Earth, they started blaming each other. The man blamed the woman, saying she got him into trouble, and the woman blamed the serpent. Blaming is just something we tend to do naturally, to protect ourselves. I remember making a list of reasons why I wasn't doing well. One of the top reasons I gave was prices. I said everything costs too much. But Mr. Schoaf corrected me, saying, "That's not the problem, Mr. Owen. Let me tell you the real problem, you can't afford it." If you keep thinking in terms of it, like it's the price or something external, you'll always be short on money, unhappy, and disappointed because you'll never have enough. Instead, focus on yourself. When I started thinking about what I could do instead of blaming external things, my whole life changed. It's amazing when you finally meet someone who isn't afraid to challenge you on your habit of blaming or procrastinating. It's a great day when you meet someone who knows how to tackle the same problems that have been holding you back or making you doubt yourself. It's easy to get fooled by appearances and mistake the symptom for the real problem. Blaming is often accompanied by making excuses, which is another bad habit we need to get rid of. We have so many excuses, probably millions, and unless someone helps us see the real reasons behind our problems, we'll keep using them to avoid facing our challenges. Until then, we might use a million more excuses to stop ourselves from achieving our goals. Let me ask you something important. What will you start doing today to change your life? It's a good question, isn't it? If you don't start doing something different today, your life will stay the same. And if you want to know what the next 5 years will be like, just look at the last 5. Unless you make changes, the next 5 years will be like the last 5. Now, here's another important question. What can you do today to make a difference? It's a good question to think about. What can you do, especially when things seem really tough? What can you do when everything feels like it's falling apart? What can you do when you're short on money, feeling sick, or everything seems bad? Well, here's the big answer. You can do amazing things, no matter what happens. People are capable of doing amazing things, even in really tough situations. A man can achieve incredible things even when the circumstances seem impossible. A woman can accomplish remarkable feats even when everything seems to be falling apart. I've learned that kids can also do incredible things, but only if they have opportunities to do so. Without those opportunities, it's hard to predict what they might do. So, why can humans do such amazing things? It's because humans themselves are amazing. Unlike animals or birds, humans have a unique ability to change their circumstances. When a dog starts with weeds, it ends up with weeds, because it's a dog. But humans are different. They can turn weeds into beautiful gardens. This ability to turn nothing into something, or disaster into success, is what makes humans truly remarkable. Why not dig deep inside yourself and find more of those amazing human abilities? They're inside you, waiting to be found and used. With those abilities, you can change anything in your life that you want to change. I encourage you to do this because you have the power to change. If you're not happy with how things are, change them. If it's not good enough, change it. If it doesn't fit you, change it. If it doesn't make you happy, change it. I challenge you to do all of this because you have the ability to change. You never have to stay the same after today, unless you choose to. If you don't like where you are now, you can change it. Remember, you're not a tree, you have the power to move and grow. Now, just saying you want to change isn't enough. It's not just about having enthusiasm either. These days, we hear a lot about being enthusiastic. There's an old saying from the 1930s that goes, "Act enthusiastic and you'll be enthusiastic." But that's not the whole story. Sorry. Jumping around with excitement won't make a difference unless you do some specific things. You might feel excited about lifting weights until you actually get to the gym. Then you need a different kind of excitement, discipline. Discipline is the key to making progress in life. If there's something worth getting excited about, it's discipline. Get excited about your ability to make yourself do what's needed to achieve your goals. That's real excitement, not just being optimistic or panicking. That's the kind of excitement that brings true change. Hey, what's something you could start doing today that would really improve your life? Well, who knows? Some people might not do much, and that's disappointing. It's not that we lack the ability to do great things, we're actually capable of amazing stuff. The problem is what we settle for. Remember, the most important thing to consider at work isn't just what you're getting, it's also about what you're becoming. Our growth is what leads to good things, and the habits we develop, like our thoughts, attitudes, and actions, are a big part of that. I get that forming new habits isn't easy. But they start to form when we make changes. It's usually not a sudden, big change, but rather by making small adjustments bit by bit. Most of us change gradually, nudging ourselves in the right direction and forming new habits one step at a time until we've made a real shift. And that's where the good life begins, with those personal changes. You can't control the seasons, but you can control yourself. Instead of hoping for the weather to change, hope for your own inner strength and abilities to improve so you can handle whatever comes your way. Making personal changes isn't just about wishing, it's mostly about hard work. Wishing to change is a start, but now you need to turn that wish into action. Inspiration and positive thoughts are important, but they need to lead to discipline. You can say you're going to change, but you have to develop new habits and routines for that change to happen. Make sure your actions are in line with your goals.